Record history for the Fever rookie.
They often say that records are made to be shattered, but no one informed Caitlin Clark that she would be tasked with breaking 62 of them in a single season, from her scoring to assists, and from the Indiana Fever's franchise records. To those in WNBA history, Clark didn't merely step into the league, she revolutionized it. So, what are these 62 records, and how did she achieve such an incredible feat?
Make no mistake, Caitlin Clark is doing things beyond her.
Picture this: a jam-packed arena, with fans on the edge of their seats, eagerly watching as Caitlin Clark delivers her 19th assist of the game.
Caitlin decided not to shoot. Mitchell Will hits the...
That's right, 19 assists in a single WNBA game, a milestone never seen before. The crowd goes wild as her teammates rush to congratulate her, and just like that, history is made. And believe it or not, this was only one of the 62 records Caitlin Clark broke in her debut season. How is that even possible? When she entered the WNBA, expectations were through the roof, but no one could have imagined the whirlwind she'd create from the very first day. She didn't just live up to the hype, she demolished it. Before we dive deeper, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And now, let's explore the incredible journey of how one rookie phenom forever changed the game.
She's playing really well. She's shooting the hell out of the ball. And she's making sure she's finding those open players. She had some amazing assists tonight.
Caitlin Clark's first season in the WNBA wasn't just about exceeding expectations. It was about completely rewriting the record books. Remember that 19-assist game? Well, her scoring achievements were even more remarkable. How many 30-point games does it take to set a franchise record for Caitlin Clark? The answer was more than anyone had ever seen before. From the very first moment Clark entered the WNBA, she made it clear she wasn't here just to play, she was here to take over. In a league filled with top-tier talent, her scoring ability shone brightly. She hit 100 points in only 8 games, faster than any other rookie in league history. And that was just the beginning. As the season went on, Clark's consistency in scoring became nearly otherworldly. She racked up 30-point performances effortlessly, setting a new franchise record for the Indiana Fever. Each game, fans anxiously waited, wondering if that night would be the one where Clark set another personal milestone.
There's an Iverson cut over 2 screeners, then there's a pin down, then there's a chase, then there's a double contest, all to get this shot. That is not easy work, but she makes it look like slight.
Caitlin Clark's scoring throughout the season was historic, shattering records that had stood for years. In just 10 games, she became the fastest to reach 150 points, 50 rebounds, and 50 assists. By Game 12, she had over 200 points and 50 assists. And in only 19 games, she hit 300 points, 100 rebounds, and 100 assists. Her scoring ability forced teams to rethink their defense, with double teams becoming common. Despite the constant pressure, Clark found ways to score, and her presence opened opportunities for teammates like Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hull, and Kelsey Mitchell. As the season went on, her three-point shooting set the rookie record for most made in a season, leaving defenders stunned.
Boston had her 11th double-double of the season, and Clark hits it.
But the most jaw-dropping moment came when Caitlin Clark set a new WNBA record for the most points scored or assisted in a single game, totaling 66 points. This demonstrated that her influence went beyond just scoring herself. Clark was orchestrating an offensive masterpiece, and the whole league was watching. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We appreciate you taking the time to watch. Now, let's get back to the action.
To go with her, Dantas is able to slip to the mid-range to knock down a nice bunny. So she's able to not only score herself, but she's distributing the ball. But last but not least,
while Caitlin Clark's scoring stole the spotlight, her real magic happened when the ball left her hands. How many assists does it take to break a franchise record? How about a league-wide one? For Clark, it was a number that left commentators in awe. Remember that 19-assist game we talked about? It wasn't just a one-time achievement. Clark's ability to set up her teammates became the foundation of her debut season. She reached 50 assists in just 8 games, the fastest any rookie had ever done so. But she wasn't done yet. As the season went on, Clark's passing reached new levels, hitting 100 assists in 12 games and 200 assists in 26 games, tying the fastest pace in WNBA history. These weren't just numbers, they were game-changing plays.
She knows how to lay it out on a dime. Her court vision is impeccable, and now her teammates are ready to catch the ball. They trust she's going to get it where it needs to be. But y'all, the favorite part of my game from Caitlin Clark is this behind-the-back pass. Come on now. I love it. I love it. And that wasn't just one time. She does that on a frequent and drops it right there. Perfect to Aaliyah Boston.
So let me just sprinkle in, because you mentioned AB. 2 of those highlights, I believe, were a Clark-Boston connection. Those 2 have been the second best scoring duo in the league behind Asia Wilson and Jack.
Caitlin Clark's court vision transformed the Indiana Fever's offense. Aaliyah Boston benefited from her precise passes, converting easy buckets in the paint. Lexi Hull's three-point shooting percentage soared as Clark consistently set her up for open shots, while Kelsey Mitchell thrived from Clark's ability to draw defenders and make the perfect pass. Clark's impact extended beyond individual games. She became the first rookie in WNBA history to record multiple games with 20-plus points and 10-plus assists. This dual-threat ability forced defenses to constantly adapt, opening up chances for her teammates. As the season progressed, Clark's playmaking skills reached legendary status, setting a new league record for assists in a single game with her astounding 19-assist performance. Even more impressive was her consistency game after game. She found ways to elevate her teammates' performances.
Takes it home. Clark pushing. Mitchell backdoor lays it in.
The numbers tell a story of dominance, but they don't fully capture the impact of Caitlin Clark's play. Her passes weren't just precise. They were imaginative behind-the-back dimes. No-look assists and cross-court lasers became signature moves in Fever games. Fans filled the arena, eager to see what kind of magic Clark would create next. Her assists didn't just influence individual games. They shifted the entire course of the Fever's season. The team's offensive ratings soared, and suddenly, Indiana found itself in the playoff race. Clark's ability to create scoring chances for her teammates turned the Fever into one of the league's most dynamic offenses. By the end of the season, Clark had set the record for the most point-assist double-doubles by a rookie in WNBA history. But perhaps her most impressive achievement was finishing the season with the most assists in a single season in WNBA history. 337, breaking Alyssa Thomas's previous record of 316. In just one season, Clark had cemented herself as one of the greatest playmakers of all time.
6-17 outside of Mitchell, but she's open.
Caitlin Clark's passing brilliance had already left the league in awe, but her next achievement would completely redefine expectations. What happens when a first-year player accomplishes something no one in league history ever has? The answer would surprise even the most experienced WNBA veterans. On a warm summer evening in Indiana, with the Fever locked in a tight game against the New York Liberty, Clark stepped onto the court with unwavering determination. Little did anyone know, history was about to be made. As the final buzzer sounded, Clark had once again etched her name in the record books, becoming the first rookie in WNBA history to record a triple-double.
First rookie in WNBA history, you see it right there, to record a triple-double.
The stat line was nothing short of incredible. 19 points, 13 assists, and 12 rebounds. But it wasn't just the numbers that left everyone in awe. It was the way Caitlin Clark controlled every element of the game. She navigated through defenders effortlessly, delivered precise passes to her teammates, and always seemed to be in the right spot for critical rebounds. Triple-doubles are a rare feat for any player, let alone a rookie. To put it into perspective, some of the greatest players in WNBA history never achieved a triple-double in their entire careers. Yet, here was Clark, barely into her professional journey, already rewriting the record books. She became the first rookie in WNBA history to record a triple-double and the first player in Indiana Fever franchise history to do so. But Clark wasn't satisfied with just one historic performance. She did it again, this time against the Los Angeles Sparks, posting 24 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. Throughout the season, she flirted with triple-doubles on numerous occasions, coming agonizingly close again and again.
It's up, it won't go, Clark pulls it down, and this building knows what that...
Caitlin Clark's all-around skills forced the Indiana Fever to adapt their entire strategy. With a player capable of scoring, assisting, and rebounding at an elite level, they had a versatile weapon for any situation. Opponents struggled to devise a defense, constantly unsure of how to counter a player who could dominate in multiple ways. As the season went on, Clark's ability to influence every aspect of the game became a regular occurrence. Her consistent stat sheet stuffing left fans and analysts trying to figure out how to categorize her. Was she a new kind of point guard with forward-level rebounding, or something entirely revolutionary for the league? Clark's impact went beyond the court, as her triple-double efforts and near triple-double games became a focal point for fans. The buzz surrounding her spread across social media, making her influence felt far beyond WNBA arenas.
Clark passes, guess who? Diana Taurasi. Reality's coming. She's reality.
By the end of the season, Caitlin Clark's averages told the tale of an unprecedented rookie campaign. She finished with an impressive 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game. These weren't just solid stats, they were elite for any player in the league. To put them into perspective, Clark ranked among the league's top scorers and led the WNBA in both assists and three-pointers for the season. Her scoring placed her among the elite, while her assist numbers solidified her status as one of the premier playmakers in the game, and her rebounding stats were exceptional for a guard. Clark's season averages didn't just set her apart from her fellow rookies, they placed her in the same conversation as the best players in the WNBA, regardless of experience. Long-established veterans who had ruled the league for years found themselves looking over their shoulders at this rising star who was challenging their dominance. As Clark's star continued to rise, so did the hopes of a franchise that had been stuck in mediocrity. What happens when you add a generational talent to a team that hasn't made the playoffs in nearly a decade? The Indiana Fever were about to find out, and the result would leave fans in awe.
Teams would I not want to see in the playoffs? And that's where you brought up the Fever.
The Indiana Fever had been struggling for years, missing the playoffs since 2016. Their recent seasons were a far cry from the glory days of Tamika Catchings. But everything began to change with the arrival of Caitlin Elizabeth Clark. From the moment she stepped onto the court, the energy around the team shifted. Every Fever game became must-watch TV, and fans who had long since lost hope began filling the stands again, eager to see the Caitlin Clark effect in action. As the season progressed, the Fever's improvement was undeniable. Games that would have been blowout losses in past years turned into thrilling victories. Clark's ability to create scoring opportunities for herself and her teammates kept opponents constantly on edge. The Fever's transformation wasn't limited to just the court. Attendance soared, with fans crowding the arena to witness Clark's magic. Media attention surged to levels the franchise hadn't experienced in years. Suddenly, the Indiana Fever were back in the national spotlight. As the wins kept piling up, something incredible happened. A team that had long been an afterthought in playoff discussions found themselves in the heart of the postseason race. With each game, what once seemed impossible started to feel more and more achievable.
To me, the numbers bear it out. They've been on terrific tear since the All-Star break, but it also looks like they're playing with joy.
By the end of the regular season, the Indiana Fever had achieved the unthinkable, a 2020 record. While it may not seem huge, it was miraculous for a team that had won just 5 games 2 years ago. More importantly, it secured a playoff spot, ending their 7-year postseason drought. Caitlin Clark's impact went beyond wins. She became the face of a new era in women's basketball, shifting how young female athletes are perceived. Jersey sales soared, and her highlights flooded social media. In 2023, the Fever averaged just over 4,000 fans per home game. But by 2024, that number skyrocketed to 17,000. Opponents had to book larger arenas to fit the demand. The Fever weren't just winning, they were winning back fans across Indiana and beyond. Clark's influence also extended to the WNBA. TV ratings soared, and the league saw a rise in overall interest. Young girls across the country dreamed of becoming the next Caitlin Clark. Her debut season shattered 62 records, making a compelling case for MVP. From leading the league in assists to game-changing triple-doubles, Clark redefined what a rookie could do. Her leadership on the court transformed the Fever into playoff contenders and one of the most dynamic offenses in the league. Off the court, her influence was just as profound, with record-breaking attendance, soaring jersey sales, and a spotlight on the WNBA like never before. Clark's first season didn't just break records, it changed the landscape of women's basketball and inspired a new generation.